What is up, internet friends? I hope you've been absolutely fantastic since I've last seen you on this channel. Today's video is going to be a beauty babble, and I haven't filmed one of these forever. I mean, I haven't filmed a video forever, but I haven't filmed one of these forever. If you are newer to my channel and you've never seen one of these, a beauty babble is kind of like I talk to you and get ready in a really casual setting. Before we get into our conversation and get really far into our D&Ms, I would like to start off with spraying my face with Quick Fix, which is a primer from Urban Decay, and I am going to follow that up using a Becca Backlight Targeted Color Corrector, if I don't drop it, in the green color to cover up any redness that I have on my face. Okay. Let's go. So I haven't spoke to you guys on this channel since December, and so many things have happened since December. If you follow my vlog channel, you'll see me a hell of a lot more these past couple of weeks. I did Vlogmas pretty much the entirety of December, which was quite the commitment. It was pretty crazy. I really enjoyed doing it, but it gets to be a lot when you're sharing every single day. But if you missed that, you should head over to my vlog channel because there's a ton of content that you have not seen from me. But yeah, so we did Vlogmas. Glenn had his best friends from Australia who coincidentally now live in New York. They came over for a white Christmas to spend with my family. So we were entertaining all of Christmas, which was really great, but super busy. And then we came back to Vancouver for New Year's Eve, and we spent New Year's Eve just really chill at my house with friends. And then what happened after that? Glenn and Lola and I went to Sun Peaks Resort for a snowboard weekend with my family. So I got to spend some time with my family. And then if you follow the vlog, you'll know this, but I got a really cool opportunity with Yves Saint Laurent Beauty to travel to LA to go and experience a weekend with them. It wasn't actually like a weekend, but like a 2.5 day space, which is basically the equivalent of a weekend. But yeah, it was absolutely incredible. We got to meet the new face of YSL Beauty, went on some crazy adventures. I got a tattoo, and I vlogged all of this. So again, if you do want to catch up on what I've been up to, there's a ton of different content on my vlog channel. And then the second part of that trip, I was with NYX Cosmetics, and we got to do some really fun stuff, see some museums. It was a good trip. I had so much fun, and I ended up getting home the day before my birthday, which was on the 14th of January. Before I continue on, I'm going to show you my foundation. I'm using the Rainforest of the Sea. This is a newer foundation for me, and I really quite enjoy it. I'm in the color light, medium, neutral, or at least that was my closest color match of the color shades they had available. I did buy this before they expanded their shade range though, so I'm curious as to see if they have a better shade for me, but this will work for now. Anyways, I got home the day before my birthday, and I had the best birthday of my entire life. I turned 26 on the 15th of January, and I just can't even explain how lovely the day was. It was so simple. It was just me and my best friend and Glenn, and we just had a blast. I could not have asked for a better birthday. I felt so blessed to get to spend that time with my people. Yeah, do you see what I mean? It's like the tiniest bit too yellow, but you know, meh. Since I was traveling pretty much the entirety of the week before my birthday, Glenn took it upon himself to plan a couple of things, which was so much fun. We went to Heirloom, which is a vegan-vegetarian restaurant here in Vancouver, and coincidentally, I walked into the restaurant, like we walked in, and my subscriber was our server, and she actually was from Salmon Arm, which is where I'm from, so I thought that that was like the most like small world coincidence. So shout out to Maddie, you're lovely. Thank you so much. Totally made our night being so sweet. And then we went to a comedy show, and every single comedian was funny, and that never happens if you ever go to comedy shows. So we had a good night. I had a lot of fun. And then what happened after my birthday? Where did I go? Oh, so I've been gone the week before my birthday. I was home for my birthday the Monday, and then we left on Tuesday to go to Silver Star, which is the snowboard mountain in Vernon, BC, and it's actually where Glenn and I met when I was 17. And our anniversary is on the 18th, and so we had everything kind of planned to go up there for our anniversary, and Glenn's family from Australia decided that they were going to make a big trip, and so we said, well, come, we're going to be up at the ski hill, let's all go up there. So it was really awesome. Glenn's uncle and his entire family and a couple of their friends came over from Australia and met us at Silver Star, and we had rented this enormous house and had all of us in the house, and then my family, my parents, came up and stayed with us as well for a couple nights. So we played up at Silver Star, we went snowboarding, we went snowshoeing, did a lot of activities, and then on, I think it was like almost a week later, I flew back home so that I could get some work done, and then the following Friday I left for Pender Island with Katie. I've had like the craziest, busiest month. I was like absolutely non-intended to get so crazy busy, but you know when there's so many cool opportunities and you just, I don't know, you just can't say no. That was me. It rarely piles up that much in one month, but I was go, go, go. Like this past couple of days is the longest amount of time that I've been in my house since pretty much the week before New Year. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, I feel really, really blessed to have the opportunity to go and do such fun things and go travel, but it really does kind of throw you off a bit when you're doing so much. Glenn actually had the vlog camera because he was vlogging on his boys' trip with his uncle. So when I came back home, he stayed with everybody, and then they went on like their own trip for the past 10 days. So yeah, I hadn't really seen Glenn for ages. Yesterday was our first like full day together in I think 20 days, which kind of, it's been hard, you know, when your significant other is, you know, doing their thing. Like I'm so excited that he gets to go and travel and see his family, but I missed him. I did. So I'm glad that he's home. And I'm really looking forward to February. I am actually traveling again this weekend, but I will be back on Monday afternoon, so it's just a short and sweet trip. And then I'll get to see Glenn some more, which is nice. We'll get to go do things ourselves. I'm going back into my double wear and just doing some dots underneath, and then I'm going to use my brush to kind of pat it in. I didn't tell you guys where I was headed tonight. So tonight I'm going to an event in the city with, how do I pronounce it? I do it wrong every time. Is it Goularane or Goularane? I can't pronounce it. I'm so sorry. They have some type of event. I'm not exactly sure what to expect. Typically it's like they like to show the product, you get some food and some nibbles and some drinks, and then you go home. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm excited to see who else is there. I'm still quite new to the Vancouver industry, so it's really awesome getting to meet new people every time I do go to these events and kind of get my face out there and meet other influencers in the area. Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit and a little Real Techniques brush just to set that in. I usually bake, but in all honesty, I'm gonna be at this event for probably like an hour, hour and a half max, and then I'm coming home and washing my face off. So I don't really think that I need to like bake. Most times I do though. So as I said, since I have now been home this week, I finally was able to sign up to a gym. And for those of you wondering, yes, I do have a gym in my building, but it does have very limited things in it. And so I really wanted something that encouraged me to get out and get back into my gym routine, because I've been a lazy little shit these past few months and I've totally gained weight, which is fine, but like health-wise, I don't feel 100%. So I'm really glad to be getting back into the gym. And I decided that since I really wanted to commit, I decided to go to Equinox, which some of you are just gonna laugh, because if you don't know what Equinox is, it's like a super wanky, really overly priced gym. And I don't know, I think my reasoning behind it was I wanted somewhere to go where I was kind of quote unquote forced to feel like, wow, I'm spending money on this, therefore I have to go. And it's seeming to have worked because I've been going like every single day. And it's such an interesting environment. I don't know, I just feel like it's such a great place to people watch. It's like a spa and a gym and all of these things combined into one. So I've been really enjoying it. I enjoy it a lot more than I thought that I would. But that's kind of been what I've been up to during the day the past few days since I've been home. But yeah, like they have everything. Like they have like eucalyptus scented towels and like a friggin' refrigerator that someone will pass you as you're on the treadmill. Like it's so wanky, it's so bougie, it's quite funny, but really been enjoying that. I am going on a trip this weekend to LA, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going for yet, but I'm really excited, and I'm bringing my best friend Katie. It's going to be the trip of a lifetime for us. And we're going somewhere really, really special on Sunday, so I want to be tan and glowy and pretty for that, so I am going to tan. But yeah, I was thinking like, man, it's been a friggin' while since I did. I still have all my Bondi Sands though, so I have like probably like 5 or 6 bottles because I didn't know if I could get it in Canada when I moved over. So I stockpiled some of that, and I also stockpiled a shitload of the Natural Look Silver Screen conditioner that I use for like my toning conditioner. You can only get that in Australia, so I was like, okay, I need to like pile this up. So I at least have a good probably 3 or 4 liters of that, you know, just in case. All right. So I'm gonna put some blush on. I'm using the Ben & I Pressed Color Palette. This is a super underrated product that many people don't use and probably should. It looks like this, and it's awesome. It's super light for traveling. It's tiny, it's skinny. I like it. I use it a lot more in daily life than I do show it in videos, I think, which I guess because I don't film videos very often, that's probably why. I'm going to mix these 2 colors down here and apply it to my cheekbones. Oh, I can totally see my concealer creasing just a tad. That's why you bake, boys and girls. I'm gonna jump into my eyes. When I do zoom in, please don't be afraid of my caterpillar eyebrows. I tried to get them done today before I filmed this, but I walked up to Bombay Brow Bar, which is where I go in Vancouver, and they apparently don't have their space underneath the Shangri-La Hotel anymore. It was really funny. I walked up and I was like, oh, nobody's here and the building is now empty. Shit. So apparently they have their Yaletown location, but I wasn't going all the way across town to do that. So my brows will live another day. And my forehead's moving a lot. God, I gotta fix that. Today I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette, and I just bought this on my last trip to LA right before my birthday, and I freaking love it. It is such beautiful colors. The only thing that's a little bit annoying is it's very powdery, so when you pick up color, it kind of goes everywhere in the air and on the side of your palette and on the brush. I don't know if that is common with all of these palettes, but mine does. I'm gonna zoom you guys in now. I'm gonna prime my eyes using the NYX High Definition Primer. Tuck that hair behind my ear. All right, let's go. I am going to take a larger blending brush and the color Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange, these 2 ones in the bottom, and I'm gonna put that in my crease. And I'm not gonna be too precise with the color other than I'm gonna blow it out quite a bit upwards and outwards. Okay, so just dabbing into the palette. Do you see what I mean? It's like, it's very powdery when you do dab. Dab. I don't understand, what is dabbing? Is it like, was it like a Soulja Boy, like, dance move? Like back when that was a thing back in our day? Man, I feel like so many of these trends or dances change so fast that I'm just like, man, planking was 2 seconds ago. I don't know what the fuck is the trend now. But I guess dabbing is a trend because we went to the hockey game not last night, but the night before, and like anybody that got on the Jumbotron that was like under the age of 20 was doing it, and I'm like, what does it mean? Where is it from? I don't understand. I'm too old for this. But apparently dabbing is a thing. I know dabbing in other forms, but I don't know dabbing like that. I'm now going to take red ochre onto a smaller blending brush and pop that in my crease. Sorry, I feel like I'm a lot quieter during the eye portion. I'm concentrating, it's like landing a plane. That's a really pretty color. BT dubs. This entire palette is lovely. I had tried in Vancouver, I believe 3 times at different Sephora locations to locate the Modern Renaissance palette, as well as there's a couple of the liquid lipsticks that I was trying to get, like Stripped and I can't remember what the other color was, but I couldn't find them for the life of me. Like, they weren't in stock. I feel like Anastasia wasn't sending very much stock up to Canada or something, but yeah, when I went into a Sephora in LA, lo and behold, it was the first thing I saw when I walked in, and it was like, score, finally. I'm gonna pick up this Primavera just onto my finger, and I'm going to apply that over my lid space. That'll be my super simple eyeball. Going back into my small blending brush that had the red ochre color in it, I'm gonna pick up the burnt orange color and run that just along my crease where the gold kind of meets the other colors, just to soften it. Okay, I'm gonna move on to my under eye area, and I'm picking up a slightly smaller, dense blending brush, and I'm gonna pick up the burnt orange color and just run that under the entirety of my eye. I've been really challenging myself to smoke out my under eye more. Like, I feel like, I don't know, when I'm doing it, I feel like I've smoked it out. Like, oh my God, I look like I have black eyes. Like, what was I thinking? And then I take a picture of it and I'm like, oh, like you can barely see it in the picture. So I've been really kind of testing myself to try and go out of my comfort zone and kind of wing it a little bit more down. Drag it down, baby. The bonus too of bringing it down further is if your concealer is creasing, it's not creasing anymore because there's some eyeshadow on it. I like that. I'm just gonna clean up that edge a little bit with my Real Techniques brush. And I'm picking up Cypress Umber, which is a really darker, warm brown. Any darker brown would do. And, I feel the hair in my mouth. There we go. I'm going to stamp that on my lash line on my upper and bring it pretty much 3/4 of the way. You know the drill. Add a little bit more. And then move on to the other eye. Also going to take the leftovers on my brush and put it on my lower lash line and connect it up to where I just did. Sweet, I'm going to curl my lashes and use some mascara. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes, and you guys know I really enjoy the Charlotte Tilbury mascaras. They're some of my favorite mascaras for really like pretty naturally fluttery eyelashes. The only thing I really hate about this and the full fat lashes is that for some reason, whenever I take it off, even if I use an oil, it's one of those mascaras that just feels like it never comes off. Like it's constantly smudging and smearing and smudging and smearing. I'll use a makeup wipe, I'll wash my face, and then I'll still have to remove more. It's one of those ones. So I don't love that about it, but I do love what it looks like. So I'm gonna pop that on and I will be right back. So that is the mascara after one coat, and this is with 2 coats. Please don't mind the little spots that I accidentally got. I'm gonna wait until they're dry to wipe them off. Safest thing to do. For my brows, I'm using the Essence Brow Pencil. I love this guy. Essence is just such an inexpensive brand and they have badass options. Really like their bronzer too, which I know you guys have probably heard me say and or show that in several videos, but just a reminder. The only thing that I changed on this is I don't really like this thing. I wish it was just like a regular spoolie. I was gonna do false lashes and now I just can't be fucked, so I'm not going to, but I will do my lips. And what I'm gonna use for lips is the Bite Beauty lip liner in the color 014. It's a really, really pretty, kind of purpley, mauve-y color. I'm always like dying inside trying to do lip liner or eyeliner on camera. I just can't. I don't know what it is. I always feel like I'm just like rah, coloring outside the box. And for lip color, I'm using one of the new plush creams from Makeup Geek. I haven't even opened this. I'm so excited. It's in the color Old Soul. Not gonna lie, the name spoke to me, but the color, oh, I love these kind of colors. It's really cute packaging too. Awesome job, Marlena. Does it have a smell? No, not really. Oh, perfect lip liner choice. Sweet, so there is lips. I am going to bring you a little bit out to finish off my face. I'm gonna grab a little bit of eyeliner. I'm just using the NARS Kohl liner in a black color. And I'm just gonna quickly fill in my waterline on the upper lash. was in a hurry the other day doing this. Wasn't really paying attention, talking on the phone at the same time, and like went whoosh, like right out the other end. Completely screwed my makeup. For a highlight today, I'm using the MAC color in Perfect Topping. I've never actually used this before, and I'm really excited because it looks super pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm gonna use my finger actually to get a little bit more pigmentation. Yeah. Kind of has like a pinky purpley sheen in it, which is why I chose it. Put it on the tops of my shoulders because I'm wearing it cut out. A little bit down my nose and a Cupid's bow. I'm going to use Mist and Fix to set my makeup, and then we're done. Pull these bangs down. Cool. So this, my friends, is my final look. I think it turned out well. I gotta get going because I'm gonna be late if I do not. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you a lot sooner in some videos on my main channel. Again, a reminder, do check out my vlog channel because there's a ton of content that you guys have missed out on. So go and look at that. And I think I might do a really short version of like a short film of the footage that I took on Pender Island. I don't know, I feel like it was so beautiful that I just want to include it. There's not like any talking or anything that's like conversing with you guys, but there's still some beautiful shots, so I might check that up right after I check this up. Sweet, I will see you guys in a new video. Thank you so much again, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.